step by step. So when you're doing it, you want to orient the pad towards the person's body. You don't want it out like that because you're going to have the clip in the way. So once you orient it towards the body, figure out which shoulder is hurt. You're going to use the loop in it. You're going to have them support their arm in a position of comfort. Put that around. And a key part in doing this really well is keeping this tight, because would you drop your arm? Because if you don't keep it tight, it's elastic and it's going to stretch. So you have them keep their arm up really tight where it is, and without moving their arm too much, you want to keep it really snug all the way around, bringing it around the opposite shoulder of their injured one, or the opposite of the injured clavicle. And what I find works really well is I keep the Isreali really wide, and I kind of pinch their elbow in there so it holds it steady as I go around. Can you lift that arm for me? Have them lift their arm, go up underneath their arm. Try to capture their whole arm in there if you can so it keeps it really snug. Come directly around the backside, and this is where you have a couple of options. Depending on what the injury is, if it's a clavicle fracture, you may not want to go back up and over. It could be painful for them. And you may just want to secure it more tightly around, in which case you just continue to wrap again. But if it's a shoulder dislocation, it might feel better to have weight lifted up off. So you actually start, you go underneath, and then again keeping it very tight. You lift pressure off, working with the patient, come around. Can you swing some? Make an X across the back, and then use up whatever excess slack you have. And then once you get to the excess, then you just find a spot. This one has been used. And then you end up with that.